All right, guys. I went down to the computer recycle guy today, Greg, and talked to him for a while, and I was trying to find out some information about some stuff, but we just ended up talking about other stuff. And so anyway, I came back and I was looking up the differences between these two Intel sockets. So this computer right here, I forget the motherboard. It's an Asus. It's kind of like basically DDR4 capable i7, i5, um, but the motherboard is DDR3, and it needs to be low voltage. But anyway, it's an LG 1151 socket. There's another socket called an LG 1151-2, and that's what I wanted to know about. Was what's the deal here? All right. Okay. So what I found was the LGA 1151-2 socket and 1151. What is the difference? The 5.1 is for the 7th and previous generation CPUs. The Dash 2 is for 8th and 9th. And somebody elaborated a little bit further about it, saying that the differences in the pins themselves, while they have the same amount, the sockets are aligned very differently, where RAM, ground, power, PCIe, etc. all line up. Intel should have just added a redundant pin and called it an LG 1152 instead. So, or made the socket physically incompatible, though modders have gotten 8 series working on the Z270, so really Intel just wanted to screw people over. Well, anyway, they're not compatible. The 1152 or 1151-2 is a newer version. There was a really nice AI difference here, if I could find it. The LGA 1151 refers to the original version of the socket, while the LGA 1151-2 signifies a slightly revised version of the same socket, primarily designed to support new generation Intel processors with higher power needs, like the Coffee Lake CPUs, while still maintaining the same physical form factor. Essentially, the LGA 1151-2 is a later iteration of the 1151 socket with an updated pin configuration for increased power delivery. So, don't be tempted to try and swap these, I guess, because I don't think you'll probably get it to work, or at least not well. Well, the reason that I was interested was because I have this one here, and I have another motherboard that's bad with the processor, and I have this one here, which is actually the Z370 Pro, and that has that Dash 2. So I don't even know if it even says it in there, but I was like, okay, so this is an 8400. It's actually this one right here. It's actually quite a processor for 6 cores. It's actually outperforms the older ones. We're at 58, 56. We're almost at that 6,000 mark on the Signbench R23. So this is officially my fastest computer, as far as all that goes. But the noticeable difference between the other ones isn't much. But yeah, so I wanted to see, well, could I switch that also, or could I put this processor into a different one? Could I put my i7 in here and run, a bunch of DDR4 RAM instead? And the answer is no, I cannot. But I do have a i3 Acer 7th generation, which will accept that probably. So the 6700, the 6500 will probably fit in here. And I might do that. Because this thing's a dog. It really is. So, that would be my next little trick. Would be to play around with this one. I believe this one is screwed in differently, which makes it kind of strange looking. Whereas this one still clips in like all the old ones. So I don't know. I'm not sure I want to mess with it. But this one and the other ones are not the same. So I learned that today.